The school bell rings sharply at 8 a.m., echoing through the hallways like a call to arms. Students flood into the school grounds, their chatter filling the air, the usual chaos of adolescence. Among them, a janitor named Mr. Harold moves quietly, diligently sweeping the corridors. He's been at the school for over 15 years, a quiet, unassuming man with kind eyes behind thick glasses. His uniform is always clean, his movements precise but unhurried, as if he's part of the school's backbone rather than its spotlight. Harold is well known to the students, but mostly for his quiet demeanor and the reassuring presence he provides. He's the kind of person who greets everyone with a warm smile, even amidst the chaos of teenagers. On this particular morning, Harold is focused on his routine, collecting trash and fixing minor issues, a task he takes pride in. As he works, a small group of students, led by a mischievous boy named Jake, approach him with a smirk. "Hey, Harold," Jake chuckles mockingly. "You think you'll find any treasure in that garbage today?" The others snigger, and Harold offers a gentle smile in response. "Just doing my job, Jake," Harold says softly, brushing off the tease. But inside, a strange feeling of anticipation stirs. He's used to the cheeky comments. It's part of school life. Still, he notices a few students pointing and whispering, their eyes glinting with mischief. Harold continues with his work, unaware that this day will unfold in ways he never imagined. Inside the school office, Principal Mitchell is busy reviewing paperwork, unaware of the brewing storm. The school is an ordinary place, filled with ordinary people, students, teachers, and staff trying to maintain a semblance of order. But Harold, like everyone else, has secrets. Secrets that even the most experienced teachers and students don't suspect. What begins as a typical day of teasing and routine will soon reveal a hidden side of Harold, and a discovery that could change everything. As the morning progresses, the teasing from Jake and his friends grows bolder. They sneak into the janitor's closet, where Harold keeps a small box of personal belongings. Inside, Harold keeps a few mementos: a photo of his late wife, a worn-out pocket watch gifted by his grandfather, and a small rusty key that's been with him for years. The key was given to him by an elderly friend long ago, and he's kept it for sentimental reasons, never knowing what it opens. Meanwhile, the students hatch a plan for some light-hearted mischief. They decide to hide Harold's bucket of cleaning supplies in a corner of the cafeteria, replacing it with a fake treasure map they drew themselves. The map hints at a hidden treasure somewhere in the school. Their plan is simple: get Harold to follow the map, laugh at his puzzled reactions, and then enjoy their prank. Later that morning, Harold notices his supplies are missing. In his calm, gentle manner, he starts searching for his bucket, calling out softly, where could it be? His voice is barely audible over the noise of students, chatting and teachers bustling around. When Jake spots Harold looking around, he whispers to his friends, "Watch this," and they start giggling quietly. Harold's curiosity gets the better of him. He picks up the fake map, noticing strange symbols and a dotted trail leading to a bathroom. He hesitates, but driven by a sense of responsibility, decides to investigate. With his usual patience, Harold navigates through the school, following the clues on the map. As he does, the students hide behind corners, unable to contain their laughter. They think it's just harmless fun, a silly prank on an old janitor. But Harold's calm demeanor masks a quiet determination. Deep down, he senses that something is different, that this is no ordinary prank. His mind drifts to the memories of his past, the secrets he's kept hidden, and the strange key tucked into his pocket. As Harold reaches the end of the trail, he finds himself in front of a locked door, the principal's office. The door is shut and the window inside reveals no movement. Harold pauses, clutching the rusty key tightly, then quietly sets it aside. He takes a breath, prepared to turn the key if needed. The children, still hidden, watch with wide eyes, unsure of what's about to happen. Harold's presence here in front of this door marks the beginning of a revelation far greater than a simple prank. It's the first step into a mystery that has been locked away for years. The school has always seemed like an ordinary place to the students and teachers, but Harold knows there's more beneath its surface. For years, he's held onto a secret about a hidden room in the school that no one talks about, a place where only he knows the way in. That rusty key in his pocket is the key to that door, a relic of a lost time when the school was different. As Harold stands outside the principal's office, he feels a strange mix of nostalgia and apprehension. His fingers tremble slightly as he carefully inserts the key into the lock. The door clicks softly, in a way that seems almost unnatural. Inside, the room is dusty and filled with old books, faded photographs, and a large safe against the wall, the safe that's been locked for years. The students hidden nearby are wide-eyed with curiosity. The prank has taken a serious turn, and they realize they may have stumbled upon something far more intriguing than just a missing bucket. Harold pushes open the heavy door, revealing the secret room he spent years guarding. His heart pounding, he starts rummaging through the shelves, carefully searching for something. Meanwhile, Jake's curiosity gets the better of him. He whispers to his friends, "Should we peek inside? What if there's money or something cool?" But his friends hesitate, sensing that Harold's secrets are not to be taken lightly. Harold notices their muffled whispers and knows that his private world is about to be uncovered. In the corner, behind stacks of dusty papers, Harold finds a small red button hidden beneath a loose floorboard. He hesitates, then presses it gently. Suddenly, a soft mechanical humming fills the air as part of the wall slides aside, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside is a collection of old documents, photographs, and what appears to be a map. Harold's eyes soften as he recognizes some familiar places from his past. Places he thought were lost forever. He reaches into the safe and retrieves a small black box. Carefully, he opens it to reveal a set of handwritten letters, revealing a story from decades ago. A story of friendship, sacrifice, and a controversial secret that could change the school's history. Harold's expression is grave but determined. He knows the truth must be shared, but the timing must be right, and he's not sure if the students, or even the principal, are ready for what he's uncovered. The prank is turned into something much heavier, more personal. Harold's quiet strength, his dignity, and his long-held secrets are about to collide with the real world. As he closes the safe and steps out of the secret room, he realizes that everything is about to change, and that he's no longer just the school's janitor, but a custodian of deep, world-shaking truths. Harold steps out of the secret room, clutching the black box close to his chest. The students are frozen in awe, unsure whether to run, hide, or confront him. Harold's face is calm, but his eyes burn with quiet resolve. He knows the moment has come to speak truth, to reveal what he has kept hidden for decades. "Kids," Harold begins softly, "this school is full of stories, some loud and proud, others quiet and hidden. The truth I've learned is like that safe behind me. Sometimes it's locked away because it's heavy, sometimes because it's fragile. But today I think it's time to open it." His voice is steady, carrying a sincerity that commands attention. The students stare, unsure of what to make of this sudden shift. Jake, feeling a mixture of fear and curiosity, slowly steps forward. Harold sets the black box on a nearby table and opens it, revealing the letters, photographs, and an old school badge. The photographs show Harold as a young man, standing with other students and teachers, some of whom are long gone. One photo in particular catches the attention, a picture of Harold, shaking hands with a man who appears to be the original school founder. Harold takes a deep breath and begins to tell the story behind the photographs. His voice trembles slightly as he explains a long-forgotten chapter of the school's history, a story of a hidden act of bravery, of a secret alliance, and a betrayal that could have changed everything if it had ever come to light. He reveals that the safe contains evidence of a cover-up, a decision that affected many lives, including his own. He confesses that he's kept this secret for decades because he feared the repercussions, but now he realizes the truth needs to be told, no matter the consequences. Jake listens with rapt attention, realizing that this man who's always been seen as just a janitor holds a key to understanding the real history of their school. Some students feel anger, others feel compassion. All recognize that Harold's quiet strength has been a shield for many years. As Harold finishes his story, the principal, who has been summoned by the commotion, arrives. She looks at Harold and the secret room, her expression a mixture of shock and understanding. The revelation forces everyone to confront uncomfortable truths. but it also brings a newfound respect for Harold. In the aftermath, Harold makes a decision to reveal everything to the school community, to face the consequences and to finally lay his secret to rest. The school will never be the same, but perhaps this is the beginning of healing and honesty being restored. The next morning, Harold is summoned to the auditorium, where the entire school is gathered. The atmosphere is heavy, a mix of curiosity and apprehension. The principal steps forward, holding the old photographs and letters Harold recovered. She speaks quietly, explaining that the school needs transparency, and Harold has chosen to share his truth. He steps onto the stage, clutching the black box, and begins to recount the story, not as a lonely janitor hiding secrets, but as a man who's upheld integrity against all odds. His voice trembles yet remains firm as he admits to his fears, his regrets, and finally, his hope for redemption. The story catalyzes a series of reflections among the students and staff. Some feel anger at the hidden injustices, while others feel admiration for Harold's courage. The revelations lead to discussions about honesty, morality, and the importance of facing one's past. The school, once a place of routine, transforms into a space of shared history and collective healing. Harold's honesty sparks a wave of community-driven initiatives, such as restoring old-school traditions, commemorating those who were wronged, and creating a scholarship in Harold's name for students who want to pursue truth and justice. Harold becomes a mentor figure, not just for the students, but for everyone seeking truth and reconciliation. Despite the upheaval, there's a sense of closure. Harold, finally free from the burden of secrecy, feels lighter. His quiet strength has lifted generations of shadows, and in doing so, he's reminded everyone that some of the greatest treasures are not gold or silver, but honesty, integrity, and a willingness to face the truth. Weeks pass and the school begins a new chapter. Harold remains a beloved figure, honored not just as the janitor, but as the keeper of an essential part of their shared history. The safe remains open as a symbol of transparency, an invitation to future generations to value truth above all. School life adapts to this new transparency. Students organize a memorial to those affected by the cover-up, and Harold's story is integrated into the school's history curriculum. There's a renewed sense of community, trust, and respect. Harold, now in his later years, reflects on his journey. He's proud of the choices he made, knowing he finally did the right thing. His story becomes a legend, a reminder that even the quietest voices can hold the most profound truths. As he watches students walk through the halls, he understands that history is not just written by the powerful, but also by those with quiet integrity. And as the sun sets over the school, Harold enters the secret room one last time, closing the safe gently behind him, not with regret, but with peace. It's the end of one chapter, and the beginning of another, one built on honesty, courage, and hope for a brighter future.